Listen carefully. Because what you're about to hear is not the kind of motivation that feels good for 5 minutes and fades away. This is the kind that changes you. Unbreakable people are not born strong. They are not lucky. They are not gifted. They are not special. They are built. And the process of building them? It's painful. It's lonely. It's unfair. But it's also powerful beyond imagination. Collision: the first truth, pain is the foundation. Every unbreakable person has one thing in common. They've been through things they never talk about. Moments where they were ignored, rejected, broken, betrayed, left alone when they needed someone the most. And in those moments, they had two choices: collapse, transform. Most people collapse. Unbreakable people, they transform pain into power. Let me tell you something most people won't. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your teacher. It shows you who really cares, what really matters, how strong you actually are. And when you stop running from pain, you start becoming someone nothing can destroy. Fire: the second truth, nobody is coming to save you. This one hurts. But it's necessary. There comes a moment in life where you realize nobody is coming to fix your problems. Nobody is coming to push you. Nobody is coming to believe in you. And that realization, it can either break you, or it can wake you up. Unbreakable people are built the day they decide, even if nobody supports me, I will still rise. They stop waiting. They stop depending. They stop complaining. And they start taking responsibility. High voltage: the third truth, discipline over motivation. Motivation is temporary. You feel it today, and tomorrow it disappears. But discipline? Discipline is what stays when you don't feel like trying. Unbreakable people don't rely on feelings. They rely on standards. They show up when they're tired, when they're stressed, when they don't feel like it, because they understand something powerful. If I only work when I feel motivated, I will never become unstoppable. Brain: the fourth truth, your mind is your battlefield. Everything begins in your mind. Every doubt, every fear, every excuse, it all starts there. Unbreakable people learn how to control their thoughts. They don't let their mind say, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. What if I fail? Instead, they replace it with, I will figure it out. I've survived worse. This is just part of the process. Because they know the strongest person is not the one who never struggles. It's the one who wins the battle inside their head. Tornado: the fifth truth, you must embrace hard times. Most people want success, but they don't want struggle. They want results, but they don't want sacrifice. That's why most people stay average. Unbreakable people are different. They welcome difficulty. They understand. Pressure creates diamonds. Resistance builds strength. Struggle creates growth. When life gets hard, they don't say, why me? They say, this is making me stronger. Fire: the shift begins here. Right now, you have a choice. You can keep avoiding discomfort, waiting for the perfect moment, doubting yourself, or you can decide to face your fears, to embrace pain, to build discipline, to become unbreakable. Because here's the truth: the life you want is on the other side of everything you're avoiding. 100 points. Final words of part 1. You don't become unbreakable overnight. It happens One hard decision at a time. One painful lesson at a time. One moment of courage at a time. And one day, you'll look back and realize the things that almost broke you were the exact things that built you. Fire the sixth truth: you will walk alone. There will be a phase in your life where nobody understands you. Your friends won't relate. Your family won't see your vision. People will doubt your decisions. And it will feel lonely. Very lonely. This is the phase where most people give up. Because humans crave comfort, approval, and connection. But unbreakable people? They learn to walk alone. They understand something powerful. Not everyone is meant to understand my journey. Loneliness is not a punishment. It's a preparation phase. It's where you discover who you really are. You build independence. You stop needing validation. And when you no longer need approval, you become dangerously unstoppable. High voltage: the seventh truth: you must let go of your old self. You cannot become a new person while holding on to your old habits. Unbreakable people go through a painful transformation. They let go of old excuses, toxic habits, negative thinking, people who hold them back. And yes, it hurts. Because growth requires loss. But here's the truth. Every level of your life demands a different version of you. If you keep acting like your old self, you will keep getting old results. Bomb the eighth truth: failure is required. Let's destroy one big lie. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of it. Unbreakable people fail more than others. Why? Because they try more. They risk more. They push beyond limits. While others avoid failure, they embrace it. They don't say, "I failed, I'm done." They say, "I failed, I learned, I'm coming back stronger." Every failure gives you experience, wisdom, strength. And eventually, failure stops scaring you. And that's when you become fearless. Brain: the ninth truth: control your emotions or they control you. Life will test you emotionally. Anger, stress, fear, doubt. These feelings will come again and again. Weak people react. Unbreakable people respond. They don't let emotions control their decisions. They pause. They think. They act with control. Because they understand. One emotional mistake can destroy years of progress. So they train their mind like a muscle. They stay calm under pressure. They stay focused in chaos. And that's what makes them dangerous in difficult situations. Tornado: the 10th truth: pressure reveals who you are. Anyone can be strong when life is easy. Anyone can smile when things are going well. But real strength? It shows under pressure. When everything is falling apart. Do you panic? Or do you stay focused? Do you quit? Or do you push forward? Unbreakable people are built in these moments. They don't run from pressure. They rise in it. Because they know. Pressure doesn't break you, it reveals you. Collision: the 11th truth: consistency beats everything. You don't need to be the most talented. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't need perfect conditions. What you need is consistency. Showing up every day. Even when it's boring. Even when it's hard. Even when progress is slow. Because success is not built in one day. It's built daily. Unbreakable people win because they don't stop. Not when it's hard. Not when it's slow. Not when nobody is watching. They keep going. And that's why they succeed. Fire the breaking point, where most people quit. There will be a moment where you feel like you've had enough. Too many failures. Too much stress. Too much pressure. And your mind will say, just quit. It's easier. This is the most important moment of your life. Because in this moment, you decide who you become. If you quit, you go back to average. If you push through, you become unbreakable. Being unbreakable doesn't mean you don't feel pain. It means you feel it and keep going. You struggle and keep fighting. You fall and keep rising. Strength is not about never breaking. It's about refusing to stay broken. Fire the 12th truth: you must sacrifice comfort. Everyone wants a better life. But very few are willing to give up the life they have now. Unbreakable people understand a hard reality. You cannot grow while staying comfortable. They sacrifice sleep to chase their goals, entertainment to build their future, comfort to become stronger. While others are relaxing, they are working. While others are sleeping, they are improving. And that's the difference. Comfort feels good in the moment, but it destroys your future. Discomfort feels hard in the moment, but it builds your future. High voltage, the 13th truth: your identity controls your life. This is where everything changes. Most people focus on goals, results, outcomes. But unbreakable people focus on something deeper: identity. They don't say, I want to be successful. They say, I am the kind of person who does what it takes. They don't say, I want discipline. They say, I am disciplined. Because when your identity changes, your actions follow automatically. If you see yourself as weak, you will act weak. If you see yourself as strong, you will act strong. So the real question is, who are you becoming? Brain, the 14th truth: stop seeking validation. One of the biggest traps in life is this: wanting approval from others. Wanting people to support you. Wanting people to notice you. Wanting people to believe in you. Unbreakable people break free from this. They don't need applause. They don't need recognition. They don't need validation. Because they understand. If I believe in myself, that is enough. And when you reach that level, nobody can control you. Nobody can stop you. Bomb, the 15th truth: you become what you repeatedly do. Your life is not shaped by one decision, one moment, one burst of motivation. It is shaped by daily habits. Unbreakable people build powerful routines. Waking up early, working consistently, learning constantly, improving daily. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. Because they know small actions repeated daily create massive results. Tornado, the 16th truth: fear never goes away. Let's be honest. Fear will always be there. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of the unknown. The difference? Unbreakable people act despite fear. They don't wait to feel ready. They move forward anyway. Because they understand. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is action in the presence of fear. Fire, the 17th truth: you must build mental toughness. Mental toughness is not something you're born with. It is built through challenges, struggles, hard decisions. Every time you do what's hard instead of what's easy, stay disciplined instead of quitting, push forward instead of giving up, you become stronger. And over time, you reach a point where stress doesn't shake you. Pressure doesn't break you. Failure doesn't stop you. That's when you become unbreakable. Collision, the 18th truth: purpose gives you power. Without purpose, you will quit when things get hard. But when you have a strong reason, you keep going no matter what. Unbreakable people have purpose. Something bigger than comfort, fear, excuses. It could be family, dreams, a better future, proving something to themselves. Whatever it is, it drives them. And when your why is strong enough, you will find a way, no matter how hard it gets. Fire, the turning point. At this stage, you are no longer the same person. You think differently. You act differently. You live differently. You don't run from challenges. You face them. You don't fear failure. You use it. You don't wait for opportunity. You create it. And this is where people start noticing. There's something different about you. But they don't see the pain. They don't see the sacrifices. They don't see the struggles. They only see the result. Becoming unbreakable is not easy. It requires sacrifice, discipline, patience, strength. But the reward? A version of yourself that cannot be broken, cannot be stopped, cannot be defeated. You don't become unbreakable by avoiding life. You become unbreakable by facing it. There comes a moment in your life where everything changes. Not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" And you start saying, "This is happening for me." That shift, that one mindset shift, changes everything. Fire, you realize the truth about your past. All the pain, all the struggles, all the nights you felt alone. They were not there to destroy you. They were there to build you. Every betrayal taught you strength. Every failure taught you resilience. Every hardship taught you discipline. And now, you're not the same person anymore. You're someone who can handle pressure, can survive pain, can keep going when others quit. High voltage, you stop being afraid of life. Before, you feared failure, rejection, judgment. Now, you understand something powerful. None of it can break you, because you've already faced worse. You've already survived hard times. You've already proven to yourself, "I can get through anything." And once you reach that level, fear loses its power over you. Bomb, you become your own hero. You stop waiting for someone to save you. You stop depending on others to push you. You stop looking for motivation outside. Because now, you've built something inside you. Self-belief. And that's the strongest force in the world. You become the person who pushes forward when it's hard, stays focused when it's chaotic, keeps going when there's no reward. You become the person you once needed. Tornado, you realize why most people stay stuck. It's not because they're weak. It's because they avoid pain, discipline, responsibility. They choose comfort over growth. They choose excuses over action. They choose fear over courage. But you chose differently. You chose growth over comfort, discipline over excuses, courage over fear. And that choice is what separates you from the rest. Fire, the moment you become unbreakable. It's not loud. It's not dramatic. It's quiet. It's the moment when you keep going without needing motivation. You stay strong without needing support. You believe in yourself without needing proof. It's the moment when you say, "No matter what happens, I will not stop." That's it. That's the moment. That's when you become unbreakable. 100 points. The final message, for your soul. Listen carefully. Because this is the truth most people never understand. Life will always test you. There will always be hard days, painful moments, unexpected challenges. But now, you are ready. Not because life changed, but because you did. You built discipline when it was hard, strength when you were weak, courage when you were afraid. And now, there is nothing life can throw at you that you cannot handle. Fire. Closing lines, powerful ending for video. So when life hits you again, and it will, don't break. Don't quit. Don't run. Stand there. Look life in the face. And say, "I've been through worse. I'm still standing. And I'm not going anywhere. Because this right here, this is what builds unbreakable people."